Hi, my name is Naya, and welcome to Naja Tell Me. In the next few moments, we'll be visiting with people truly making a difference. We want to offer you hope and encouragement and show you all things true, just, and lovely in and around Stanislaus County. Enjoy. Hi, I'm here with Roni from Friends of Hospice. Hospice is near and dear to my heart. In 2002, my mother-in-law passed away, and I've never seen such wonderful care from the hospice people. They came out to the house, they prepared us of how the body will go through the normal process of dying, what we could expect, helped to educate us. And then upon her passing, the nurse bathed her and brushed her hair with such kindness and love, and it's something that I will never forget. So I'm so thrilled that Roni can be here with us tonight and tell us about what hospice offers and wonderful, wonderful programs that we will hope encourages you to get in touch with Friends of Hospice. So hi, Roni. How are you?
I'm good tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. So please tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay, I am a volunteer with Community Hospice, which is the nonprofit hospice here in Modesto. And I volunteer with Community Hospice, and one of the ways I volunteer is with Friends of Hospice, which is a volunteer fundraising arm of Community Hospice. I'm also on the foundation board of Community Hospice, which is another part of the fundraising arm of Community Hospice. Community Hospice is nonprofit, and they turn no one away who needs care. And if you don't have insurance or the funds to help, they help you anyway. And so
Wonderful.
we raise money to do that.
Okay. And I hear you have a special fundraiser coming up in December. And can you tell us about that, please?
Yes, we have. It's called Fantasy of Trees. It's our second year of doing this fundraiser. It'll be at Del Rio. We have 16 trees that have been donated, and we have designers in town who have donated their services, and then sponsors for the tree who paid for the ornaments, and then you can go and bid on these beautiful trees and win them. We also have silent auction trees, and then we have a raffle tree this year that's a children's tree that Friends of Hospice is putting together with toys and ornaments. All the money from Fantasy of Tree goes to Gabriel's Friends, which is the children's part of Community Hospice. We now, unfortunately, have children in hospice care and Gabriel was a young man who received hospice services, and so the program was named for him. It's called Gabriel's Friends, and the money that we raise from Fantasy of Trees goes all toward funding the children's services given to families and children in need of help.
That's wonderful. And also, I know you mentioned that there are services when someone passes, the grieving, helping them through the grieving process. Do you mind telling us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Community Hospice has a wonderful grief department, and at the time of if your loved one first gets ill, you can call on them and say, I need to talk to someone to help me with the grieving. When our son was in an accident and passed last year, that very afternoon, they came to the house and sat down with my other sons and family, talked to us about what to expect with grief, what it looks like, what's going to happen to your body, what's going to happen to your heart in the next few months and year. They have groups for everything. They have loss of children group, they have loss of spouse group, they have loss of parent groups. You can meet individually, you can meet with groups. We even are now outreaching to schools, and if the schools call Community Hospice, they send volunteers that have been trained into the schools to meet with the children at school. Because a lot of times, kids don't want to talk in front of their parents. They don't want to make their parents sad. They don't want to see them cry. They don't want to cry in front of mommy or daddy because that makes them sad. But at school, when they're just in a group of other children who have also lost parents, they're much more free to share. There's many children's groups at the hospice office, and one day a week, and they're all trained to work with kids to get them to talk and to help them work through the process of losing a grandma or a mom or dad or whatever. So, and it's free to anyone who goes, and you don't even have to have had hospice services. If your loved one did not go through hospice, but you need grief counseling, it's open. Once a year, they have an evening. It's called Coping with the Holidays, Finding Hope. And this year it's Monday, November 21st from 6:30 to 8 at the hospice office. This year the featured speaker is Carolyn Allum, who's a psychologist in town. And it's just an evening to talk about how do you get through the holidays when you've lost someone very dear to you. What to expect? What are some strategies that might help you get through Thanksgiving and your holiday season without that loved one there? So, and it's free and open to the public.
Thank you so much. One of my favorite events that you put on too is the tree lighting. So can you tell us when that will be this year?
Absolutely. Well, the tree lighting follows, it's called Light Up a Life Holiday Tree. This is the 26th annual Light Up a Life. Friends of Hospice has been doing this for 26 years. It is the night following Fantasy of Trees. Fantasy of Trees is December 1st. The tree lighting is December 2nd at Memorial Hospital. And what a wonderful evening. It's at 6 o'clock. It lasts a half an hour outside by the trees. And if you've ever driven down Briggsmore and you see the lights on the tree at Memorial Hospital on the corner, that's why they're there. And you can buy ornaments personalized to send to your home, or if you want to purchase lights on the tree in memory of someone, you call Community Hospice and they'll help you get that. But the lights on the tree all are to symbolize the lives of those that are near and dear to us that have passed. And there's music out there. This year, Dawn Peterson will be singing with her, bringing her children's choir. We always have an honorary tree lighter that turns the lights on that we choose, and it's a surprise until that night. And then it lasts just for a half an hour, 6 to 6:30. And then afterwards, we go into a room at Memorial Hospital, and it's free refreshments, and we have an auction and drawings and prizes. And Memorial Hospital has been so kind for 26 years. They go out there and put the lights on for us and set it up and provide the room for the reception afterwards. So it's a wonderful community event. Lots of community people out there. So
it's such a worthy cause. Thank you, Roni, so much for being here. And remember, Community Hospice, it is free and available to everyone here in Stanislaus County. So Roni, how would someone contact you for information?
If they want to find out anything either about becoming a volunteer, we would love to have you join Friends of Hospice. We are a wonderful group. It's all ladies currently, but we meet and help raise funds. Or if you want to find out about the services of Community Hospice or to get help, you're just going to contact the Community Hospice office on Spires Way. And let me give you the phone number as I don't have it memorized. It is 578-6369. And they're out on Spires Way right off of Bangs. And just call them because they will come to your home and help you. We have the Alexander Cohen Hospice House where if people are not able to pass at home, they can go out to the Cohen House. It's one of the only hospice houses in the whole valley. And it's beautiful out there too. And so they're there to help you with this very difficult time of life. And they do it so smoothly and kindly and gently.
I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Roni, so much.
Well, thank you very much for allowing us to talk about Community Hospice.
Our pleasure. Thank you. Right here in our community, there are people with needs and people ready to meet those needs. So whether you need help or you want to help, the choice is yours. Make it a great life. And if you want to get in touch with me, find me on Facebook at Naya Tell Me.